So by 1927, we had this this whole new, mentality that was. I mean, because they started using public media, and Eddie Bernays was the one who got women to smoke cigarettes. It was just the way he did it was like incredible. He got the suffragettes, the women's suffrage movement. I mean, they rightly were protesting to have an equal opportunity to vote and to be heard. And he had them convince them that at a parade, where they had a contingent in this parade, that at his signal they'll all whip out cigarettes and light them up, which was horrific. This was horrifying that women would smoke in public. And Eddie Bernays gathered the media and said that there was going to be this large protest mounted by all these socialites from New York and other places, that they would be lighting up torches of freedom. And all around the world, there were photographs of women walking down the street smoking cigarettes with the tagline, "Women lighting up torches of freedom." And so women, thinking that they were sticking it to the men, were actually getting stuck to very big time. It's just this like gigantic mess. So they created this whole concept of consumerism, a concept that had not actually existed as we know it today, and as we accept it as just being part of the normal things. So an American journalist, he wrote, "A change has come over our democracy. It is called consumptionism. The American citizen's first importance to his country is now no longer that of citizen, but that of consumer." And around about that time, a year later, the president, Herbert Hoover, he made this statement in front of what had become this huge industry now of advertising, which all had to do with the propaganda techniques of Eddie Bernays and how to convince people to do things that they would not normally do unless they were convinced to do it. And the president, addressing one of the first assemblies, large assemblies of advertisers, he said, "You have taken over the job of creating desire and have transformed people into constantly moving happiness machines, machines that have become the key to economic progress." These guys were serious. And what we experience today is the product of this massive attempt to really transform the world and to utilize fundamental materialism, principles of materialism, to change society. So what the hell does that have to do with peace? What's this guy doing? Well, it's actually has a lot to do with it. Because in the teachings within the yoga system, the teachings within the Vedas, they describe what they consider to be the highest person, the perfect person. And their description of the perfect person is a Sanskrit word, atmarama. This atmarama means one who is self-satisfied. Instead of exploring the world outside of my body and seeking to use it to bring inner satisfaction, I instead step back from that and begin to go within, to discover my real spiritual identity, to get in touch with who I really am, my real self, and to experience another type of existence, another world. And in so doing, to become so utterly self-satisfied, I'm not going to be one of these people that is desire-driven. If there is a specific need, I will go and do what I need to acquire what is needed to fill that actual need. But in terms of trying to buy prestige, trying to buy fulfillment, trying to buy adulation, trying to buy happiness through the common pursuit of what today is ordinary life, this is something that this type of person would not be involved in at all. And this kind of person would be a disaster for the consumer economic system. Imagine if everybody was self-satisfied. The economy would fall apart. And we have this like terrible situation where instead of the economy or economics supporting human life, human activity is needed to support the economy. We have people serving the economy rather than the economy serving people. And it has become so ordinary and so acceptable. And there is no evaluation of the effect that it has on individuals within society and society as a whole. This is not a phenomena that's just, related to the current time in which we live. This has gone on since time immemorial. Only now they've got it on overdrive. They've found a way to just pedal to the metal, man. You're just going full throttle.